Hey guys, this is Brian, and today I got a video for you guys on sketching on location. So this first, or I think these first two videos, I figured I'd give you guys some background information about me and sort of how I got started doing this, and we'll get into the tutorial stuff later. So what I'm doing here is, I mean, this is sort of my typical setup. This is actually usually what I bring with me. In this tutorial, it's gonna be a little more in depth in that I'm gonna be adding a little more finish to the drawings, and so I'm gonna go in with like a darker outline afterwards, as well as just some tone of pencil crayon and markers. So this is, like I said, this is sort of my typical setup. I'm usually standing around with this, either when I'm waiting in line or on transit, or just anywhere where you sort of have nothing to do and you're sort of waiting around. Just pull out the old sketchbook and look around, look for subjects to draw, I guess. So, oh yeah, there's a little bit of a difference between what I'm going to be doing in this video and actually sketching on location, because well, I didn't want to go around with a camera over my shoulder on location. So I actually went out, got some footage, and then I sort of drew from that footage. So I've tried to mimic my process doing this, and it's still a little bit different, but it's more or less the same. I didn't stop the video footage when I was drawing, so I didn't have more time or anything like that. But I guess the major difference is when you're working from like video or something, you're sort of stuck with the angle that's given to you. So obviously I shot the footage in one angle, and as a result, when I was drawing from this, it was just one angle. But if I'm on location, the nice thing is you can sort of look around. If the person in front of you isn't doing anything interesting, you don't have to draw them, right? You have that choice. So, or if you don't like the way that person looks, you can change it, or you can look around. So you have the option to choose. So this one I didn't quite have as much choice, but I mean, other than that, I followed my process pretty much to the T. So I'll talk a little bit about what kind of tools I'm using. Nothing too special about this. This is just a ballpoint pen on a newsprint paper pad, and I've sort of gotten used to this kind of setup. I mean, I've used other materials, and it just so happened at this moment, this is sort of what I'm typically using. The sketch pad is it's pretty flimsy. It's from a store called Muji, and I don't know. I tried ballpoint pen on newsprint, and I sort of liked the feeling of it and how it's easy to put down marks on it. So I kept going with that. In the past, I have tried other materials like graphite, and I even used like color erase pencils and stuff like that. They're alright too. It's just for me, pen was a little bit more permanent, and I was finding that a lot of the sketches, even if I used like color erase pencils or pencil crayons, they smudge a little bit. I think it depends on the paper a little bit too. If you're working on like a toothy pad, the the graphite and the lead tends to come off of it a little easier. So I mean, if you're pretty clean with how you work and stuff, it's not too big of a problem. But for me, um, I'd always be taking it out and opening and stuff and put it in my bag, and the pages would rub up against each other, but it would cause kind of some staining. So I've sort of been using this ink and newsprint pad setup for now. But again, it's your choice. You could use whatever you want. For me, in the end, it comes down to practicality and like, do you want to lift this thing or bring this thing with you all over wherever you go? My sketch pad is pretty small. It's a little smaller than a letter size page, and it's just nice and small, so I can easily take it, draw on it, close it back up. Right? You can work smaller, you can work bigger. It just comes down to, do I want to lug this thing around? So if you want to work like in charcoal and like a 11 by 17 pad, you could do that, but you're going to make yourself very noticeable, and basically you'll have to lug that around.